Hi, Larry Gaines, PowerCycleTrading.com. Well, what's really noticeable here in the markets right now is that we're having a major market divergence on the major indexes. So what that means is if you look at the S&P 500, we'll just take the ETF, the SPY, the Russell 2000, the IWM, and the Dow, the Diamond here ETF, and then we look at QQQ, the NASDAQ 100. The divergence is this. You can see that the NASDAQ is, and we can just measure this by looking at the momentum. So if you look where my pointer is, cycle 1 is a momentum indicator that we use. It's a very, very sensitive, fast measurement of momentum. And then 2 is a slower momentum measurement. So you can see that on the NASDAQ 100, the QQQ, cycle 1 and 2 are negative, but the histogram is starting to pull or push up. Now, when you look at SPY, you can see cycle 1 and 2 now are positive on the daily. These are all daily time frames. And then the Russell 2000 today went positive on cycle 1 and 2. And the Dow has been positive since Monday. All right, so this is a major divergence, which means that, typically when you have all three of the indexes pushing up, this is going to give some support to the NASDAQ 100. Now, if the NASDAQ was to keep going down lower, this will probably have an effect or an impact on these other three indexes, but this is pretty powerful when you have all three of them kind of separating and going directionally momentum-wise to the upside. So keep an eye on this divergence. It can be a really good kind of indicator for the market in general as far as the NASDAQ. So we're waiting to see if the NASDAQ can bottom. So let's take a little bit more in-depth look at the NASDAQ 100. Then we look at the NASDAQ 100 QQQ. Here's a 4-hour, 1-hour time frame. So you can see that we're starting to get on the 4-hour kind of a leading time frame positive momentum on cycle 1, but we're still negative on cycle 1 and 2 on the daily. So, but it's trying to dig in and hold. So this, along with the major divergence on the other three major indexes, is I think going to eventually give this support. Now we could definitely get a pullback and a retest, but I think that the market's starting to kind of base here for the NASDAQ 100. And then the other key things to be looking at will be just kind of follow the signs and see what Apple does. Once Apple bottoms, then the whole thing is going to be the cycle is in, and we can pretty much call the NASDAQ a bottom. But you can see that Apple, though, is the only kind of still weak link here today going into the close. So not quite there, but I think getting closer. And then you look at the Amazon, and if Amazon can push through, here's the 200-day moving average. If it can push back through above that, then that's going to give additional good support to the NASDAQ 100. Hope this helps. Good luck trading. I'll talk to you on my next video update.